So we'll speak more about Cancun in a second. But I really want to get this training on the go because I believe this training is getting done at a perfect time, right? An absolutely perfect time. We done a session a few weeks ago about TikTok, and people are really starting to understand it now. But I know since then there's been a lot more new customers and affiliates coming in, and I really wanted to do another session. And what better session to do it with the two highest producers in the whole company, right? Guys, I don't think you understand how crazy this session is about to be, right? So we're going to hear from two of the highest recruiters in the whole company, and they're going to be going through how you can really sign up more than 100 people just using TikTok, right? Just using TikTok. And guys, it's honestly crazy. The last couple of weeks, I've been really learning a lot from these two individuals. And, I really wanted to get them to do a training for the whole camp, just to really share all their nuggets on what it is they're doing to get this much attention, right? So let me just go ahead and make sure they're both co-hosts. So give me 2 secs. I'm going to make sure they're co-host. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up one individual, and they're going to take a segment, going through, how to actually set up TikTok from scratch. Because I know there's a lot of new members on the call that you maybe don't know how to use TikTok or how to set it up. So I'm going to go through like the basics, how to post a video, what hashtags to use, how to go viral. You're going to learn literally everything from scratch. This is probably going to be a very long call, right? But trust me, it's going to be super, super worth it. So take notes, guys. Definitely take notes from these individuals because they have the results that you want. If you've ever been following any of my trainings, I always say I use one formula to get to where you want to be. Find people who have the results you want. That's number one. Find a way to get around them and add value. And number three, learn and duplicate everything they do. And this call will be posted. It's currently been recorded as we speak. So the first individual I want to bring up, she's actually both of them are from the United States of America. And she started a TikTok, brand new TikTok, literally, I believe it was 6 months ago, right? Or just over that. And, today she's got over 40,000 followers on her TikTok, right? And I actually really love the way she posts on her TikTok. I find it super, super relatable. She's very nonchalant on her TikTok. When I first started studying TikTok, I thought you had to be, flashy. I thought every single video had to look good. But she's so laid back. She's so chill. She's so relatable. And I think that's a big reason why she's getting a lot of attraction. Every single month, she signs up more than 70 personal customers. More than 70 personal customers herself every single month. Our highest viewed video is at on around 600,000 views at the moment. So over 500,000 views just on one viral video. And you can imagine how many DMs that she must be getting. It gets crazy. So, she's built a team in the last 6 months of over 400 members. So if you do the math, you already know she's a very solid Prodigy 3K, about to smack that life-changing position of Prodigy 5K. So we're happy to have her. Miss Leona, if you can come onto the stage, I'm going to spotlight you. And if you could take it away for the first half of the training.
What is up, everybody? Hello. Hi, I need some energy in the chat. I'm feeling a little tired this morning, but I had to make the exception for you guys. I know some of you guys actually reached out to me. I'm sorry if I didn't read your message. I was preparing for this call so I can give you guys all the gems, especially when you are just starting out with TikTok. Okay, we're going to get into it because we did have some little technical difficulties. So I'm not going to waste any of you guys' time. We're going to get straight into it, and I'll show you guys what we're going to be talking about today. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so, hey, wait. Can you guys see my screen? Let me just pull this up real quick. Let me know in the chat if you guys can see my screen. Yeah? Okay. So we're going to talk about going TikTok viral. And I think a lot of people don't understand the power that this platform actually has. Because yes, we want to build on Instagram, we want to close on Instagram, but how do you convert those people over to Instagram, right? Because let's be effing for real, okay? Let's be real. You're not going to get a lot of your leads on Instagram. You might get some, but you're not going to get all, okay? So we're going to talk about how to go TikTok viral in the best way that you can, and not just going viral off of a random video. I'm going to show you the exact formula that I've been using actually less than 6 months ago when I created this new account. So can everyone see the table of contents? So I want to make sure. Okay, cool. So this is what we're going to be going over today. I've trained on this many times, but I feel like for the past 3 months, this formula has been helping me stay consistent, know exactly what I'm going to post, how I'm going to post, and everything that I need to know in order to duplicate my success. Okay. Because we don't want to just post one TikTok and go viral and that's it. Right. We want consistent lead flow. We want consistent virality. Like, guys, I don't even know if that's a word. I'm just trying to be fancy with y'all. But here's the exact formula that I use to attract my community on TikTok. Okay. So first, we're going to start with TikTok content. Now, this is where you start with your account, right? A lot of you, if you guys are new to network marketing or you're new to TikTok, you know that you have to have a foundation. Anything that you're building, you have to have a foundation. You have to have a solid foundation, okay? And if you don't have these simple, basic things, I promise you, no one is going to convert. But that's the goal, is to convert, okay? So the first thing I want you guys to think about is the bio. What do you bring to the table? What makes you unique from all these other people that are putting out on their bio, trade, invest, network? Because I've seen so many of those. And I promise you, every single person that comes to your page, they don't care if you do trading, investing, and networking. They want to know what you bring to the table. Am I right? They want to know why you're different from everyone. So for me, I actually talk about money here because people are afraid to talk about money. And I talk about how to be rich, how to build wealth in your 20s, because I'm 25. So what do I bring to the table? I actually talk about money, and I talk about how to get rich, how to build wealth in your 20s. So my profile picture is the next thing that I focus on. And a lot of you might not think like, oh, that's not a big deal. Is it attractive? And I'm not talking looks wise, okay? I'm talking, does it appeal the mass? Like, does it look good to everyone who sees my initial video, however they find my account? Do they think that I look good? Do I look like I'm someone that they can trust? Do I look like someone who knows what she's talking about? Because if you have a regular selfie, I promise you, no one, they're going to notice that and they're going to be like, okay, that's not professional. Like, I want to work with someone who has attractive photo, right? It's clean, it's cut, it's nice. They can see who I am. The next thing I'm going to talk about is series. Now, I recently learned that with series, you actually have to have over 10K followers, which it doesn't matter, guys. Like, these things right here, these are series. But start the series. Even if you don't have this feature, just start it. Part 1, right? Part 2 of how I started compounding. Part 3 of how I went from poor to making over 6 figures in less than a year. You know what I mean? So start that series where people know exactly what they're going to see from you and they want to learn more, right? And then the aesthetic is having one consistent theme. And a lot of you guys who have messaged me, you've told me, I've seen that on your profile. I've seen the theme, like the white border right here. Like, it's so clean, it's so fresh, it's nice. People like looking at aesthetic things. Let's be real. They're not going to be like, oh, even if there's a lot of value in it, it looks messy, so I'm not even going to watch it, right? People won't waste their times like that. And you guys have to remember too, that people on TikTok, they have shorter attention spans. So if they don't see something they like, they won't even give it the chance to look, okay? And then this goes into the second one. So I know some of you have old accounts that maybe have a lot of followers, but they're not converting and they're not getting the views that you need. And then some of us, I forgot to change this, guys, I'm sorry. But in less than 6 months, I've been able to bring it from zero, really from the ground up to over 40K. Okay. So My old account had 17K followers, which is not bad. But I've had this account for quite some time now, past 6 months, and it's just not converting. And you have to ask yourself, does this old account, even if it has 100K, a million, do you have the right community built within that account? Because you are going to need a community that expects to hear from you every single day, right? It's not just posting one video and then you get this amount of good community. No, you need to consistently be posting so that they can see, okay, this girl's showing up for me. I'm going to show up for her too, right? So that's why for me, I personally decided, said, this 17K account, it was good for a little bit. And then the views just started dropping. It wasn't converting any leads for me. I wasn't afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to start over. Starting over could be the best decision of your life. Anyone who's in this team, starting over can be one of the best decisions of your life. Am I right? Exactly. So build the right community, even if you have to restart, okay? Because I promise you, when you have the right intentions, when you're creating a new account, people are going to see that and they're going to want to be a part of it. Okay, so 100%. So ask yourself, is this old account serving me and my vision? Is it serving me and my purpose? Am I providing value to these people? Or should I just start from the ground up and build a whole new community of people that know exactly what my intentions are? Okay, so on to the next. The best way you guys want to start, right after you have your bio, your profile picture, your theme, everything, you want to make sure that you plan and organize. So the first one, you want to write down your ideas on your notes. I don't care where you write it on your hand, write it on your forehead, write it on a piece of paper, write it in your phone, but write your ideas down. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys are like me, but I got my grandmother's memory, bro. I will literally, you can tell me something and I will forget it in the next 10 seconds. So if I don't write that down, I will not do it. And I'm telling you, most of your best ideas for TikTok or any content, it'll come to you when you're not even thinking about planning content. But write your ideas down on your notes and choose what topic you want to focus on, okay? This is important because when you're choosing a topic, especially when you have a new account, you want to make sure that people see you and they know exactly what they're coming to your page for, right? So when you choose that topic, for me personally, that's compound trading because I've personally done it. I've had success with it. So I know how to dig deeper into it and talk about it in different topics, right? So choose a topic that you want to focus on, whether that's network marketing, whether that's traveling, whether that's making money through Forex, making money through crypto. Like, choose one topic. And once you start building that community, then you can outsource, right, for more ideas. That goes into the next point. ChatGPT. I'm not a very creative person. I'm going to be freaking real with you guys. So I outsource for my ideas. I'll ask my family, I'll ask my friends, I'll ask ChatGPT, answer the public. I will outsource because we work smarter, not harder here, okay? I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, what am I going to talk about today? No, I'm going to go and outsource and look at the creative people. Like Bells was saying in the beginning, you want to duplicate the people that already have success, right? So be creative in your own way. And I don't say this, if you're not creative, that's fine. But if you're duplicating someone, right, be creative in your own way. Bells was actually talking about this in the beginning. I'm very laid back. I'm very chill in my videos, and people relate to that. The same way that I am in my videos, Bells people probably wouldn't like gravitate towards me. If you guys look at my TikTok, I literally post my videos with robes on, no makeup, robes. I'm doing my skincare, or I'm sitting on my couch, literally lounging. I relate to people like that. People relate to me. So be creative in your own way. Don't if someone's yelling at the camera, don't yell at the camera. Like if that's not what you do it your own way. For me, I like to just be in my robe, talk about money, talk about how to freaking compound trade, all that stuff. People relate to it and you want to be relatable or people are not going to want to work with you. And then the next thing we have is organize. Plan out your days on what topics you're going to talk about, right? In the beginning, you have one topic, but subtopics, that's important. Compounding for me, it's like, okay, compounding $300, compounding $100, how compounding works, you know, digging deeper into the subject. So plan out the days, write it on your calendar. Like, oh, okay, today I talk about $300. Wednesday, I talk about what compound trading is and, you know, etc. Keep it interesting and attractive. When I say keep it interesting and attractive, I mean, have that energy, okay? Don't go on your TikTok and be like, hey guys, let's talk about network marketing. No, bro, I will scroll through that video. You have to have some kind of energy where you know exactly who you want to attract. If you want to attract people like that, that's cool. That's cool with me. Like, but I like attracting high energy individuals. Okay. It's the reason why most of my friends in this industry are loud, they're crazy, they're wild, they're funny, because I attracted those people. Okay. Y'all think I'm funny. So stick to a schedule where posting becomes one of your non-negotiables. And a lot of people, they kind of overrun this where they're like, okay, I'll post here, here, and here, but you're not making it one of your non-negotiables. For me personally, I cannot go do anything. I can't go out to eat. I can't go to the mall. I can't go shopping. I can't go and do this and this and this before I have a schedule where I have non-negotiables. Like these things, they need to get done first. And posting TikToks, don't take that lightly, because you can literally post one TikTok today, guys, and that entire video will change your entire business. Okay. So stick to that schedule where posting on TikTok especially becomes one of your non-negotiables, especially if you're starting with a smaller account. You want to be able to be consistent when you're first starting out. You're probably going to have low views. Okay. You're probably going to have, you know, not that much conversion over to Instagram, but keep sticking to that schedule. And this is the time, guys. I didn't write it on the screen, but this is the time for you to kind of experiment. Okay. Experiment what works for you, because sometimes what might not work for you might work for me, and what might work for me might not work for you. But this is why we have calls like this, so that you guys can keep it interesting and try different things. Okay. So on the next one, I put a schedule for you guys. You guys can take a screenshot of this if you want. This is the screenshot that I've sent to my team. Especially, guys, if you have a new account or even just a smaller account, start with the universal schedule and find what works best for your account. For me personally, when I first started, I was posting twice a day on all these times. As long as they were around these times, I was posting twice a day. Okay. But the asterisks that you guys see right next to the times here, those are like high peak times. It's when you get a high level of engagement. So make sure you guys take a screenshot of this if you haven't, or take a picture or whatever. But the asterisks, those are the best times for me. I mean, I feel like they work best for a lot of new accounts. So take advantage of this schedule, because I don't share this schedule with anybody, only my team. But I'm sharing with you guys. Okay. So take a screenshot. Okay. No, this is Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys just take that screenshot and then convert the time to whatever your time is. Okay. I'm personally not on Eastern Standard Time, but I convert it because Eastern Standard Time is like maybe the most universal time that everyone uses. Okay. So we're going to go on to knowing your analytics. Now, a lot of people do not understand their analytics, and I'm going to tell you guys why this is so important. Your analytics are important to understand how you can duplicate your own success, not just have one viral video, not just follow someone else's viral video, and then that goes good, and then the rest of your content doesn't do well. As you guys can see, this video right here has almost 600K, right? And I wanted to know, okay, how can I duplicate my success? How can I do it over and over and over again without kind of straying away from what people expect from me? But also, when do I know that these people fall off, right? And I'm going to help you guys understand this a little bit. Right here, it's showing me the performance of the video, which total playtime, look at that, 5,000 hours, which is really good. I'll tell you guys right now, the total playtime and the average watch time is very, very important, because this is what helps TikTok understand, okay, let me push this video out some more, because more people are watching it. More people are sticking through the entire video. So right here on the second one, right, for video analysis, we have retention rate and the video views. So of course, this is when I first posted it, peak, it went up, right? Of course, it's come down because this video was right here, April 3, right? It's normal. The retention rate, this is something I need you guys to understand. This is where you can see what videos are going to work best for you, the time, because timing is everything. You see how when it got to like closer to the end of the video, the views went down. So right here, 1 minute videos is what I'm supposed to start working on. Not anything longer, not anything shorter, because this is how long people watch my video. Once it hits a minute, they're like, okay, I got all the information I need. I'm going to go message her. Okay. And then the next thing we have over here is key metrics. Now, I don't want you guys to focus too much on the key metrics, on the vanity metrics, because sometimes that's not important. Sometimes I get videos where it's 2,000 views, but I sign up 20 people. It just depends on what kind of video you're producing, right? So the key metrics here, this was actually just in the last 7 days. These are how many views my videos, all of my videos combined have gotten, which is over 100K, which is pretty good. And then I got like 3,000, 3,000 new profile views. And I had over 17K likes, 300 comments, almost 400. And then right here, same thing with the graph, guys. You can see where my videos went, skyrocketed, the date and everything, and how many people. And then it goes down, right, as the dates go by, because on TikTok, it's not like Instagram Reels where that thing will push it out, continue to push it out, right? Once your video is like, it's hit its peak, it just doesn't go on the For You page anymore. So I want you guys to know that understanding your analytics are very, very important to understand how to do it over and over again, okay? Because we don't play that one time, get viral, and that's it. For our business, we want to make sure that we stay on the For You page, that we stay in front of people's eyes, and that we keep captivating them, and that we keep bringing the value that they like to see, okay? So right here, I'm going to kind of go into managing Instagram leads. This was just from this morning. I signed up like 4 people this morning, easy work, but I'm going to show you guys about save replies, pre-qualifying your leads, and then showing you that the right people will respond. So right here, I started right here. This is where you find the save replies. It's in that little chat button. And I have these here, and it's basically like shortcuts, okay? And what these things do is it allows me to kind of maximize my time between all my DMs. Because right now at this point in time, I have like 199 requests. And I can't go through all of that in one sitting if I have to type out every single one of these messages. Good if you guys know this, okay? Good if you guys know this, but this is why I'm showing you, because you want to make sure that you save and maximize your time as bestly as you could, because time is money, okay? Time is money, especially in this business. You don't want to waste no time talking to people who are going to go back and forth with you. Okay, you don't want to waste no time with people who already have the answers right in front of you, in front of them, and they're just going back and forth with you. You could be utilizing that time to help someone else get started. So why are you going back and forth? Why are you writing out all these messages? And I'm not saying to copy and paste all the time, but for starting out, right? When you're starting out and you're getting those requests, you want to make sure that you can maximize your time getting back to every single one in a timely manner. You want to make sure you get back to these people less than 2 days, because then the excitement will go down, okay? But this also pre-qualifies your lead, right? So for me, I like putting, hey, thank you for sending a message and being patient, love connecting. You guys can read the whole thing. When they tell me, okay, in the first message, how old are you? Where are you from? And they tell me, I know exactly how I can help them. If they say, oh, I'm from the US and I'm 18, okay, you're qualified, but you don't have access to this. Like, it stems out to how I can help them, right? It's not like, okay, let me ask them all these questions and then, okay, but what do you do for work? What do you I get all of these things done in the first couple messages because I don't have time to waste. Especially when you start generating hundreds of leads every single day, you don't have time to waste, okay? The right people will respond. Some people will be like, oh, that's so straight up. Like, you're not even my guy, I don't have time. You need to understand that there's going to be people who's going to be in your DMs and they're going to waste your time, but we're going to try and minimize that. Okay. We got to try and minimize the time that we lose from people who are not serious. So this allows me to see, if they say, oh, thank you for messaging me, I am this and this. But if they don't answer these simple questions, guys, you already know from the get-go that they're not serious. And that saves me a lot of time and I can move on to the next person, right? So this helps a lot, especially with managing your time and pre-qualifying your leads. Closing prospects. A lot of us are not sending voice notes. I know we're just sending those text messages. And I know sometimes people, they feel like their voice is cringy, but I promise you, these people on the other side of the screen, they're human, okay? You're basically talking to a human on the other side of this screen. And voice notes are human and they're personal and they make people feel like you actually care and that you took time out of your day to be like, oh, wow, she sent me a voice note. This girl's legit. Literally everyone that I message and that I've closed in the DMs through voice notes, okay? But I've seen so many people where they're like, okay, oh, I want to get started. And then the person just sends their link. And you wonder why your closing rate is not good. If you're having a problem recruiting, it's probably because you're not acting like a human, you're acting like a salesperson. And everyone hates a salesperson. I promise you, when I go to the dealership to buy my cars, I don't want no salesman coming up to me like, oh, we got the best deal, like come in here and I'll help you. No. I want someone to be real with me. I want someone to be personal. I want someone to be human. Okay. So you walk them through it. Don't just send your link. So you guys can see, I literally put a whole message showing them exactly how to do it. Here you can input all your information. Click Elite Pro Pack. When you complete the sign up, send me a screenshot so I can send you everything you need, So understand that when you walk them through it, especially through voice notes, these people, you might not notice it as someone who's trying to sell, but if you're thinking about the other person on the other side of the screen, I guarantee you they are noticing these little things of you being a freaking human being. And I get it. We all love AI, right? We love copy and paste. We love, having our assistants do the work. But for us personally, these guys are spending money to be in our team, just like every single one of us spent money. And I promise you, the person, whoever you signed up with here, they were acting like a human to you. You didn't just sign up and then, right? No conversation. There was a conversation where you trusted them, to spend money and buy the pack, whatever you're on, right? And then I don't have a screenshot here, but I kind of like wanted to talk about objections because I get a lot of messages about, okay, how do you close people? And of the people that I sign up have objections. A lot of people think that I sign up people easily, okay? People think that I sign up people like I get the people that want to sign up just like that. And that's not even true. I do attract those people because they know I mean business. But I've also had people who had objections. And the main problem with like every single one of us, I'm going to be totally real with you guys. I never sugarcoat anything. And I'm not trying to cuss. I'm a cusser, but I'm not trying to cuss on this call. You guys, we are, as a whole, we talk too much. Like we need to shut the F up and listen. We need to shut the hell up and listen to what that objection is telling us. And it's the reason why I became one of the top recruiters in the entire company. It's because I listen and I don't talk too much. If someone tells me, hey, I don't have the money for this, but I'll hit you up when I do. It's not a money problem. You got to get deeper into the objection and not wider. Oh, you don't have the money? So when do you want to start? No. You don't have the money? Or are you confused about how we copy and paste alerts? Are you confused about how we make money on the network marketing side of the business? Are you confused about, the team calls? Like, is it mandatory? You see, I'm listening to them and I'm like, no, money's not the issue. Money, 100%. The first objection these guys give you, I promise you, it's probably not even true. They're probably lying to you. It's probably because you didn't interest them enough, or you didn't show them that they can trust you, or you just didn't give enough information. Okay. So when you get objections, guys, 80%, you have to understand that's a lot. That's a big percentage of the people that I sign up have objections. And they're like, oh, I don't have the time for it. I'm a busy mom. Like, okay, Karen. Are you confused about how busy moms in our business make money? Because I have a team of busy moms and I can connect them with you. You see what I mean? We're listening. We're not talking over them, saying how great Manara is, how great the AI is, how great it is to make $9,000 a month from network marketing. No, they know all of these things, but they want to know if you're the person that's qualified to help them. And do you understand what their situation is? Because if you don't understand what their situation is, and you're not trying to figure out how you can help that person, how you can be highly qualified to help that person in your business, they're going to see that. Okay. So ask yourself every single time you're talking to someone and they have an objection, am I listening or am I talking? Like I said, some of us need to learn how to shut up. I still need to learn how to shut up, honestly, because I got so excited about the products and everything and network marketing that I'm like, let me take a step back. Let me listen to these people. Let me listen to what the actual problem is, because I know it's not money. I know it's not time. I know it's not resources. They're confused. And we just need to help them understand. Okay. So dig deeper into these objections and not wider. Okay. Because guys, I promise you, anyone who's ever said, I'm going to get started next week, I'm like, I'm not going to have any teams. I'm not going to have any spots next week. Right. It has a lot to do with psychology too. That's a whole different training, but I close every single person, mostly every single person. Right. I'm going to toot my own horn. My closing rate is the shit, bro. But this is why. And you guys are literally learning my entire formula on how I close literally 10 plus people every day, every week. It's not that hard. We just need to learn how to talk as a human to another human and learn and understand why they are having objections. Because a lot of people that come over from TikTok, they're going to have objections. It's all online. Of course, they're going to have objections, but how you handle it and how you talk them through it is going to make the world of a difference than someone who says, okay, bye, on to the next. Because I used to be like that. I didn't care about objections. But, guys, I really hope that I gave a lot of value for you guys today. That's the end of my training. This is going to be a really good training. So I hope you guys took some notes. I hope you guys got a lot of value from me. This is the end of my training. And I appreciate you guys so much for showing up, because I know so many of you could have been doing anything else except for being on this call. So just know that everyone who was here, you're about to go viral on TikTok. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Bells, thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone. Love you guys.
Let's go. Thank you so much. Guys, let's show our appreciation in the chat box, because that training was fire. I literally took a screenshot of every single page. And this is one of those trainings that you definitely want to go back and study. You literally want to go back and study, because there was so much value in that. That, for me, is the training of somebody who's already an icon, right? So, when that flyer finally drops, I'm not even going to be surprised, because that honestly was incredible. So thank you so much for delivering that training, right? Appreciate that. So guys, just before we do get into the next segment of the training, I really just want to, focus on this one more time and just make sure that everyone understands how to get to Cancun, right? Some of you are thinking, okay, well, I keep mentioning Cancun. Trust me, when we get there, the ones that miss out, you're going to be crying, all right? So I don't want anyone to say, oh, Bells, you didn't really promote it. I didn't really understand. No, I'm showing you right now because I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this. Trust me, you do not want to miss this, right? So there's 2 ways for you to qualify for Cancun. There's going to be 4 days and 3 nights, right? All inclusive for your accommodation. So all you need to sort out is your flights. There's going to be food included as well, right? And we're also going to have an exclusive leadership seminar, right? So that's going to, be our CEO is going to be there. Jose is going to be there. All the top leaders are going to be there. All the icons in the company are going to be there. And you're going to receive an exclusive training on really how to go hard and hit 6-figure positions. So there's 2 ways to qualify, right? Number 1, now till the end of June, okay? So you got a little over 30 days. Directly register 8 people with the elite package, right? And then help 2 of those that you registered, help them get 2 signups each on elite package. So you sign up 8 people, choose 2 of them to sign up 2 people each, right? Now, we all know like Leona's already done that, right? Like yesterday. But no, the rest of us, we got some work to do, right? So that's the first way. Now, the second way is sponsoring. If you're going to use the Elite Pro package, which is the higher package, right? Then you only need to sponsor 4 people on the Elite Pro, okay? And then out of those 4 people, you need 2 of them need to get 2 people. So there's 2 ways to do it. You either sponsor 4 people on the Elite Pro, or you sponsor 8 people on Elite Pack and choose 2 of them to get 2. If that makes sense, drop a 5. It's pretty simple, right? Nobody should be confused. But if that makes sense, drop a 5 in the chat. Right? Okay, you guys understand it. There's a lot of 5s. All right, perfect. So that means I'm going to see all 143 of you in Cancun, right? I'm going to make sure I see you guys there. It's going to be sick. So look, guys, we're going to bring up the next person, okay? We're going to bring up the next person, and, this is going to be a hell of a segment, right? So definitely carry on taking your notes, right? Carry on taking your notes. Definitely listen in, because remember, those that have the results, there's a reason. There's definitely a reason why they have results. And sometimes it may not be the big things that you're missing out. It might just be one small, simple thing that you need to tweak in your game for things to really start flowing for you. Things really started kicking off for me about a week and a half ago when it comes to actually, getting a lot of DMs and signing people up. And it was just something very small I tweaked, right? So on this session, you may find what your little tweak may be in order for you to start seeing results, right? So this next individual is number 1 on the leaderboard, right? She's been number 1 for, I believe, God knows how many months. I did have a bit of a quarrel, to be fair. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but the leaderboard, it looks like it has a glitch. It's frozen, right? Like, I'm not going to lie, I would have been like probably number 1 or 2 on a leaderboard, but at the moment it's frozen, right? So that's the reason why you're not seeing me on this. It's frozen at the moment. But this person's been on there for a minute, right? She's been on there for a minute. Her TikTok highest viewed video, 4.5 million views. Unbelievable. Like, unbelievable, right? And what I like about the next individual is she goes into so much detail on her videos. Like, she gives out so much information, so much value. She's very systemized, very organized, knows what she's talking about. And, she's an expert in what she does, which is why people are really like so bought into her, right? So I've been really duplicating a lot of her page. Her retention rate in her business is superb, about 93%. So not only is she signing up a lot of people, but she has a very, very good system in her business to make sure her customers are winning, making sure they're happy, and making sure, they're getting results. So, with that being said, I'm actually going to bring up the next individual. The flyer hasn't dropped yet, but she's actually a newly promoted Prodigy 3000, which is unbelievable. So if we can drop a 3K in a chat box, because it's kind of a promo and a training. So huge congratulations on that promo. That's incredible. And she's putting a lot of work to be able to get that done. So I'm super impressed, super proud of you, and I'm excited to see your journey. And let's actually get you on, Miss Cristina, if we can get you on, because everybody's ready for this session. Let's take it away.
Hi, guys. How are we feeling? All right, let me share my screen, guys. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi today, but they shut the Wi-Fi down in my apartment too, and I had to drive across town to get Wi-Fi to be on this call, okay? So no, I'm serious. I really want to see you guys succeed. And like he said, you know, I know what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Let me see if I can go back and share my screen. Give me 1 second. Oh, there it is. All right, can you guys see my screen? Let me know. We're good, we're good. I see Leona's thumbs up. Awesome. All right, you guys. So today I'm going to be going over sales without selling, okay? And we know that we are living in a world where people love to consume, okay? People love to buy, people love to spend their money. They just have to be sold, but people don't like to be sold to, okay? So today I'm going to be talking about how to post a product and build a personal brand and profit off of it without actually selling to people and making people feel like they're being sold to. All right, we're going to finesse the system a little bit. Okay, on TikTok I have 243,000 and on Instagram, which most of my Instagram followers, honestly, I pull them from TikTok. So I use TikTok as a prospect printer. That's what I call it. All right, awesome. So the very first slide, building a personal brand on crack. You guys, energy is very much a thing, and people can smell if you're being fake. Like, do you understand the products and services that you're selling? Do you understand the videos that you are posting? Do you understand? Okay, I don't care if your audience gets it or not, because regardless, some of your audience is not going to get it. But unless you understand and you know your energy and how you are approaching every single video that you are making, your followers are going to smell that you're being fake. They're going to be like, I'm not sure that she's sure about what she is talking about. Okay, so when you approach making a TikTok, make sure that you're approaching it with energy. And a lot of times, like when I look at other creators in the space, even people who aren't necessarily in our space, but people that are like TikTok famous, like actually they approach it with a lot of energy. They go above and beyond to do like weird things, which I'm not asking you to like, please don't be weird on TikTok. Okay, like let's keep it professional, but just bring a lot of energy. Okay. What do you value as an individual and how you can make that known to build an audience that resonates? Okay. A lot of times, like you want to know what niche you're in. Obviously, we are in the niche of trading and investing. We are in the niche of network marketing, but you need to post about you. Like what is showing up on your For You page? Your For You page tells you a lot about you, right? Is it like tarot card readings? Is it gym posts? Is it like story times? You need to know like what it is that you individually as a person resonate with, because that's what's going to bring your people in. Let me tell you something. So I try to keep it professional on my page, like as professional as I can. But I posted this video. I go to raves a lot, right? And I have this cloak that I wear to raves. It's like not very professional looking. It's like kind of trippy, whatever, right? And I posted a video of me like dancing on the table, and I got so many leads from people who resonate with that type of thing. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's like a little piece of who I am, but you're going to find your people when you are actually posting about things that you relate to. And it doesn't always have to be trading and investing or network marketing. Okay. People get tired of that. People want to get to know you. Like we know that people are buying you. They're not buying the product or the service. Okay. They just get access to the product or service, but they're buying into you. Okay. What content style do you want to have? This kind of ties in, like, you need to understand not everybody is the same. For me, I post a lot on like inspiration. I post a couple things about like going to the gym, but it's not like my forte, I guess you could say. So I post a lot of inspiration. I post a lot of like trading and investing, not so much network marketing, but you need to know like what is your style. I don't want you to go on my page or go onto Leona's page or go on a premium's page and just be like, oh, this is what they're posting, let me just copy them. Okay, you're more than welcome to duplicate. That's not what I'm saying, but find your brand. Don't just like duplicate someone else as a person, right? You're not going to find your people. And once you have those people come in and join your team, you're going to be like, I honestly, like, I don't really resonate with these people. And it's cool, like you made a sale, but are you really going to end up building that relationship and potentially building a builder out of that relationship that you built? Okay. Ooh, stock up on your opinion repellent, guys. This is not Instagram, okay? This isn't Instagram. You're not getting the same 3 best friends that are commenting on your posts, okay? Your posts are going global and everybody has an opinion. And it's a good thing. It's a really good thing that people have opinions, because this is what's going to blow your video up, okay? People immediately, when they see your video, they're going to go into your comment section because they have an opinion and they want to tell everybody about their opinion, okay? And if it's not them telling everybody about their opinion, it's them commenting on somebody else's comment to tell them about their opinion. Okay, so when people comment, and if you go through my TikTok videos, I get a lot of shit in my comment section, to say the least. But I just, like, I don't care. Honestly, like, I really don't respond to my comments because it's very easy for it to get to your head. So just stock up on that repellent, okay? All right, this is the video that Premium was talking about. It got 4.5 million views. And basically, just a little backstory on this video. I recorded this video when I had been in my previous company, and we were in Las Vegas at the time. I was so tired. I had just gotten home from an event. I was super hungry. So I went into the kitchen, I grabbed a piece of pizza, and I just started recording this video. And the hook was, if you can make it to the end of this video, or I can tell if you can be successful if you can make it to the end of this video, right? And literally, guys, the whole comment section, I literally posted some, they were talking about the freaking bread I was holding, and that's what blew the video up. It was a freaking piece of pizza. So know that, like, you can be professional and still, like, hold things, like hold a shoe or like do a weird movement in your video. Like, I don't care. Just, like, do something that people can comment on, or that people can have an opinion on, or something out of the ordinary, because you want to stand apart from everybody else on TikTok, right? This is global reach. This isn't just like people that are following you on Instagram that are familiar with who you are as a person, right? Another thing is, and if you watch my videos, you know this. If you don't, I kind of circled them in here. But when this video blew up, I got a lot of comments like, why are you talking so much with your hands? Like, stop moving your hands so much, blah, blah, blah. And my mom's Spanish, okay? So we talk a lot with our hands, okay? It's not bad. I don't know why people are giving me so much hate. But I talk a lot with my hands. I do a lot of, like, in and out movement of the camera. People need to stay invested in your video. And if you're very monotone, like you're not really moving your body, you're showing very much movement, or you're not entertaining people, bro, they're gonna skip so fast, like, no. Okay, so do a lot of, like, you don't have to copy me, okay? And obviously, like, if it looks weird, like if it's not natural for you, don't do that, but find something where you can, like, maybe switch the background or things like that, that you can keep your video interesting. Cool. All right. What is the problem that your audience has? You have to identify the audience that you are trying to reach and the problem that they have. Okay. It is not your job to address and solve all of the problems of the world. And it happens to be that we're in an industry that does solve a lot of the problems that people have in this world, because we're in the industry of money, right? And both of the things, whether it's network marketing or trading and investing, and this is going to solve a lot of people's problems. So at the end of the day, that ends up being better for you because your niche is less specific. And I know a lot of people go into, like, the hashtags that they use, all that stuff. Honestly, I don't use hashtags. I literally, like, I put IG, I put my Instagram, and then I write, like, a little caption. Sometimes it's a word, like I'll put leverage. It just depends on the video. But I don't use hashtags like that. But just know the problem that you're solving and make sure that you're giving value based off of that problem that you're trying to help people solve. Cool. What is your niche? What is your niche's audience commenting on other creators' posts? So a lot of times we, like, especially because we like to leverage each other, you know, we're all smart human beings here. And especially when you, like, when you're on a team, you end up looking at people's TikToks who are also within your team, and you stop looking at, like, other creators that are in the space. Okay. And what I started to realize is that there's a lot of creators in the space that are making an online income. So I started scrolling through their comment section and seeing questions that people were asking on a regular basis. And I ended up making a video off of that, which kind of also blew up, but people found it very, very helpful. I'll go through that a little bit later. But leverage other people who are also in the industry that aren't necessarily on your team or in this company or whatever the case may be. Like your reach on TikTok, both for your video blowing up and like the education that you can receive just based off of like one little search, will take you very, very far. So just outsource, like always be a student, etc. All right, how are you going to help them solve their issue more efficiently than the next person? This kind of goes back to brand. Like, why is somebody going to choose me over you or Leona over me, etc. Right? And this comes back to brand. Like they have to relate to you on a level that isn't just money or like the products and services that you're selling, right? For me, a lot of it is the story that I have. Like I was homeless for 2 years and that relates to a lot of people. I ended up posting my story on my TikTok and I actually reached this guy in the UK who was homeless at the time. I ended up going out to the UK. I got him started on the platform. We moved him into an apartment. We got him a bike. Like obviously that is very specific and you don't have to go to that extent. Like I'm not saying like go, you know, meet people on the other side of the world, but know like your target audience and who you're actually trying to reach and what you're trying to do with the videos that you are posting, right? All right, attention span. I know Leona kind of covered this a little bit. How can you get a bulk of information without costing the audience a lot of their time, a lot of their attention, a lot of their energy? Here's the thing, we all know this, and some of you, like, we all struggle with this a little bit, where our attention span, especially in this generation, is like nada. It's zero. It's actually so bad. And so you need to make sure that you are really like your video is picking up. There's so many videos that I get sent, you know, helping you guys edit your TikToks, and they're just like so monotone. They're so monotone. And I'm like, okay, let's like be so for real. If you saw this video and it wasn't you, you would not watch this video. Like straight up, you wouldn't watch the video because it's not entertaining. It's very monotone. Like there's not a lot of fluctuation in the voice. There's not a lot of in and out of the video. You're just sitting there and it sounds like you're reading a script off the back of the wall. Okay. So make sure that there's a lot of like movement. How I said before, you can change the background. You can like, when you go to edit it, you can make your face a little bigger. And I'll actually show you guys an example of what I'm talking about. But you want to make sure that you are actually entertaining. TikTok is very much in entertaining, very much into storytelling. And again, like refer back to people who are like super TikTok famous, like, I don't know, Charlie D'Amelio or Addison Rae. Like, I don't know who you guys follow. That's just like what comes to my mind when I think about TikTok, but they're very like, they tell stories. They're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Entertaining. They're just very entertaining, and people love to follow their storyline because they feel like they're living a part of their life with them, right? Influential. Yes, exactly. All right, awesome. Next slide. Okay, TikTok formula. Let me see if I can move this. Okay, cool. All right, so TikTok formula, you guys have to batch create your content. For the love of God, please batch create your content, my man. When I first started doing TikToks, okay, I would wake up every single day. I would like put my makeup on. I would take whatever, like 3 or 4 videos. And when I first got started, I was actually posting 3 times a day, but I would like put my makeup on every single day. I would like get my setup, get my lights. And it's just like, it's too much. It's too much. You have to sit down and really record in batches. Okay. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I do this. So I will take, well, okay, first of all, I'll stalk Leona's page. Okay. We be posting like the same type of content. But I'll go to Leona's page. I'll find like other creators that I have gone and like liked their videos or whatever it may be that I want to recreate. I have either my phone or my iPad, and I will set it up on one side with the video playing. Okay. And then I have my phone in front of me, and I'll literally play the clip, and it'll be like, how to become a millionaire in 2 years. And then I'll look at my phone and I'll be like, how to become a millionaire in 2 years. And then I go back to the other clip and I'm like, just repeat it, you know, let's talk about compound trading. And then I go back to my phone and I'm like, let's talk about compound trading. And I know everybody does it a little bit differently. Like I memorize and repeat really well, like on a short term. If you want me to memorize something long term, have somebody else do it because I can't. But Leona also uses an app. And honestly, I didn't even ask her before this call, but she like has it scripted where it scripts up at the top of the screen. So she'll put 2 phones together and she'll have like this phone write the script for her, and she'll literally read it off the top of the screen. Okay. It's so easy. Just find the hacks, And it's okay, guys. Like it's okay to duplicate our content. And by duplicate, I mean, copy it. Okay. It's fine. I'm not going to come for you. I'm not going to report your video. It's okay. All right. Number 2, don't gatekeep the platform, guys. Like, why aren't you posting more videos about Manara? Why aren't you posting like, guys, these are the trainings that we have in ECA. These are the trainings that Ralph gives us. This is whatever, Xena, right? Like, why are we gatekeeping the platform? You guys go on there and you're just like, I'm a trader. Bruh, nobody cares. Like, what are you offering them actually? Okay, there's so many videos that I post, both about compound trading, because I copied Leona, and about Manara. And the Manara videos, so many people have been like, I've duplicated this in my own language, and it does so well. Because people are visual learners. They want to see it. You can't just be like, oh, guys, yeah, like I use this software and it's called Manara. They're going to be like, I call bullshit. Like, what are you even talking about? Okay, I literally post Manara. I post a stop loss. Why are you guys laughing? I post a stop loss, the take profit. I pull up MetaTrader 4 and I show them how to input it. Why are you telling them it doesn't take that much time, but then you're not taking the time to show them? Make it make sense. Okay. All right. Number 1, bookmark content sounds to create and take notice of trending keywords. Okay, so when I scroll on TikTok, I am very careful not to sit there and become a freaking consumer. Okay, if you're sitting there and scrolling on TikTok, please go make some content. What are you doing? Like, you need more followers, okay? And scrolling isn't going to get you more followers. You need to be creating, okay? Become a producer, less of a consumer. So anytime that I scroll on TikTok, I will like videos that I want to recreate, and I will like sounds that I want to recreate or that I want to use. Okay, so when I go back, then the next day to whatever, record a TikTok or whatever the case may be, I pull it up on my iPad and I play it. And then I have my phone and I literally record, just like I just told you guys. Okay, so utilize that time and be very conscious of the time that you're spending on TikTok and how you're actually utilizing that, because it's very easy, bruh, especially in this industry, to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, like I'm just scrolling on TikTok for work. Are you actually, or are you just scrolling for fun? Like, let's be for real. Okay. All right. Number 2, hook, value, and call to action. You guys have to have a hook. And this is what gets people in your comment section talking the fluff that they talk. Okay. The hook has to be controversial. It has to be something that gets people's attention. And a lot of times it has to appeal to emotion, because you have to get a reaction from these people. You only have 2 to 3 seconds. Okay. I don't want you to sit there like, hi, like my name is Cristina and I'm going to talk to you about how you can trade. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Come up with a good hook. How to become a millionaire in 2 years. How I took my account from $100 to $300. What's the other one I used? I can tell if you'll be successful if you can make it to the end of this video. Bro, people will make it to the end of the video just to comment that they literally only watched the video so that they could make it to the end of the video. People are ridiculous. But anyways, all right. And make sure that you're appealing to emotion, right? That goes back into storytelling. Emotion is what makes people tick. So know how to use it. And that kind of goes back into psychology, like Leona was talking about. The value in the middle, like make sure that you're actually giving people value. And this goes back to not gatekeeping the platform. People are going to realize, like, if this is the value that this girl is giving for free, what type of value is she going to give me when she charges me? And I get that all the time. Like the one video that I posted, I literally posted a video when the 10-minute feature came out and it's no longer an option, but I went over the broker based on your location. I went over how to create a MetaTrader 4 account. I went over TradingView. I went over the indicators that I personally use. I went over Manara. I went over compound trading, all within a 10-minute video. And it did so well. It didn't, I mean, okay. It got like 500,000 views, which, I mean, that blew up. I feel like it should have blown up more, but it doesn't matter. Like all of the comments that I got on that video, pretty much all of them were positive. They were like, everybody talks all the time about, you know, making an online income, but they never show you how. And this was actually so informative and blah, blah, blah. And I get a lot of DMs specifically from that video because I provided so much freaking value. Okay. Views do not equal sales. I'm gonna kind of wrap myself out here. So that, this is actually so bad. So that 4.5 million video that I posted, I got a lot of leads from that. And this was in the last company, like I said, I got a lot of leads from that. Me, my mom, and my assistant sat on a couch for 2 weeks responding to these DMs. 2 people signed up. 2 people. I was so pissed, but views do not equal sales. You have to have a good hook. You have to appeal to their emotion, and you have to have a call to action. You have to tell people what to do. I tell people I have a call to action in every single one of my videos where I'm like, shoot me a DM on Instagram if you have questions. Do this, blah, 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 right? And they still comment, how do I contact you? Like, bro. Okay. Quality over quantity. And this one's a little bit touchy because it kind of depends where you are in your TikTok journey. I preach so long quantity over quality. And here's the problem with that. There's so many users on TikTok now that now they are prioritizing quality over quantity. You have to have a really solid video where you look presentable. Okay. And even Leona, like she be filming stuff in her robe, but she still looks presentable. And at the end of the day, she's also entertaining people while she's like tapping her face with a sponge or whatever she does in her videos. It's entertaining. Do you know what I'm saying? But quality over quantity is very, very much important. If you can do quality and quantity, even better. Okay. So post 3 times a day minimum. One of them should be value. So that can be, I mean, whatever you choose for like personal stuff. It can be like inspiration type value. It can be like books that you've read. It can be like 7 characteristics that I see in successful entrepreneurs or something like that. Okay. One of them needs to be value. One of them needs to be product, and one of them needs to be personal. Okay. So you're posting 3 different types of content, and people will relate to these on different levels. And you're always going to have people that relate more to the personal than they do to the product, that relate more to the value than they do to the personal, etc. But if you're posting all 3, you're going to relate to someone at the end of the day. All right. And I did go over batch creating content. So, and I did post this little DM that I got because it had to do with that video that I posted where I gave all that value. I showed them how to set up a broker. Like, honestly, if you watch that video, you would be set. The only problem is that these people are uncomfortable. They don't know where to place a buy and sell, etc. So he literally said, like, I was like, hey, have you watched the Join My Team highlight? He's like, I have not yet. I'll do it tonight. Once I'm off work. I saw your TikToks about getting started with trading. So I already downloaded all the things you mentioned in there. And I set it up as good as possible on my own a couple of days ago, but then this demo version, I can't figure out how to buy and sell. So literally I gave him the value. Honestly, I gave him everything he needed, but he doesn't feel confident enough. So he comes to me and he's like, okay, how can you get me feeling confident? Okay. So don't ever be like, I'm giving these people too much value and they're not going to buy my product. Literally, no. Stop gatekeeping. It's weird. All right, so I'm going to show you guys, and I totally stole Jake's video because he sent this to me and he wanted me to edit it for him. So I'm going to show you guys a raw clip, like how it looked before. I'm going to show you like kind of how I edited it. And then I'm going to show you like what it looked like as a finished product. Okay. So let me see if I can play it.
You have to stand for something. You have to stand for something way more than just money. It's okay to make the money. It's okay to become wealthy doing something, but never let that be your driving force. Understand something, that if you think money does everything, you will end up doing everything for money.
Cool. All right, y'all look bored. You want to know why? Because it's monotone. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how I edit this, and then I'll show you
something.
Awesome. Okay, and before I play this, I want you guys to know. Oh,
you have to stand for
bruh. Okay, I want you guys to know that I have gotten to the point now where I can film a TikTok, I can edit a TikTok in the span and have it posted, like completely done in the span of 10-15 minutes. And my videos are long. Like I go into description in these videos, and this is how literally when I go to edit it, I split it, okay? And then I edit it until I see my mouth stop moving. And then on to the next little split. And then I edit it back until I see my mouth stop moving. So you guys don't have to play the whole thing every single time, but I'm not going to play this whole thing. I'm going to play like half of it, and I'll show you kind of how I split up the sequence.
You have to stand for something way more, than just way more than just money, more than just money. You have to stand for something. You have to stand for something way more than You have to stand for something. You have to stand for something way more than just money. It's okay to make
Okay, do you guys see what I did there? So I go and I cut out the little words that honestly he doesn't need in there, because it's going to make that video quicker and people are going to stay attentive for a longer period of time. And like Leona said, then you'll go back and check your analytics and you'll be like, okay, why are people staying for longer? Because you removed the little you removed the little what or likes, you removed all the little, like those little phrases that you add in that honestly nobody cares about. Okay. So this is what the final product looked like.
You have to stand for something. You have to stand for something way more than just money. It's okay to make the money. It's okay to become wealthy doing something, but never let that be your driving force. Understand something. If you think money does everything, you will end up doing everything for you.
Okay, so one, not only is the video now, not only is the video now a little bit shorter, but people are going to be like, okay, it's changing. There was a little bit of a like zoom in, zoom out. He has the words on there. He put a little caption in there. So you want to make it entertaining. If he would have posted the first one, they literally would have watched it and they would have been like, okay, on to the next. Like you literally have two seconds, a second and a half. Make it a second at that. Okay. All right. Filtering leads. Guys, once you start blowing up, like your DMs are full. Okay. So you have to understand how to get through these leads as quick as possible. And I know Leona went over this a little bit and we have a very similar strategy. She uses Save Replies on Instagram. I use the Boards app. It's honestly up to you. But I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I do here. I am not a therapist. Okay. I will listen with grace to your problem one time and then we are fixing it, or you can linger in it alone. Like, you think I'm gonna sit here and talk about your Aunt Samantha for an hour? Like, dude, I literally don't care. And a lot of this has to do with male versus female energy in business. And if you haven't studied this, I highly recommend you study this, but there's a reason that a lot of businesses are male dominant, because females get very emotional. And I'm not going to go into like the whole like gender freaking stuff, but females are very emotional and you can't sit there and like feel sorry for people. You can't do that. Okay. So I'm gonna listen to your problem one time and we're either fixing it or I'm moving on, because I have a lot of other DMs to get to and I'm going to filter through those as fast as possible. Okay. Everyone will be your star student. And I put this in here because this guy hit me up. And there's no profile picture. Like, it's not a professional account. The username is kind of right? And he was like telling me, I'm going to bring you 20 to 60 people because of this, that, and the other thing. Like, they trust me, whatever the case may be. I'm going to be your star student, but you have to put a bunch of time into me, like whatever. And I was like, honestly, like, I give a lot of time to my team. Like, I have a lot of one-on-ones with my team. So I like really sacrifice a lot of time for my team. And so I like told him, I was like, I love what I do. I love watching people, whatever, but this energy is not giving energy that I want in my team. So the products and services, they're phenomenal. The leaders that we have on this team, they're phenomenal. The community we have on this team is phenomenal, but I don't think that you're a good fit for my team. And the reason I felt comfortable doing this is because like the account is not a very professional account. So how are you going to approach me and you want me to treat you as a professional with like this type of account? Okay. So everyone will say they're your star student, but until they prove themselves, like, don't spend a lot of time on it. Okay. Another one is quit holding on to dear life for that one prospect that they're going to sign up. So many times people hit me up and they're like, how are you like prospecting this many people? Like, I have a call tonight with this one prospect and we've been talking for like months and they're finally going to sign up and blah, blah, blah. And they're like literally holding on to dear life to this one prospect. Like, let it go. You need to have more prospects. Like, why are you just like holding on to this one prospect? Right. So know that spend your time, I guess I should say, filming more TikToks and less time trying to convince people to join your business. Cool. Awesome. All right. So the boards that I use, I sign people up in 3 to 4 messages. And this has actually changed since I made this, just because I have less time now, but I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I say. Okay. And I use the same boards for every single person that hits me up because it always relates. The first one, hey, sorry, I'm just not finding the time to reach back. I would love to help you out. I'm assuming you're at least 18 and where you're located. And Leona did cover this a little bit, but you have to know their age, obviously, because if they're under the age of 18, you're not going to work with them. And you need to know their location because you need to know how to actually help these people. If they're in the US, they don't have access to Elite Pro, right? So sorry, I'm just not finding the time to reach back. This just helps them understand that you're busy, okay? You're apologizing, whatever, you're running a business, you're sorry, but you're busy. So sorry, I'm just not finding the time to reach back. I would love to help you out. I would love to help you out. Honestly, if they end up asking you questions, that just kind of counters the question that they ask. Okay. So like right up here, you can see this person reach out to me and they said, so compound trading, invest the money and then it will grow. Where do I make the initial investment? I'm trying to learn about investing. So any insight would be greatly appreciated. Literally, I ignored the question. I was like, hey, sorry, I'm just not finding the time to reach back. I would love to help you out. I'm assuming you're at least 18. Where are you located? And I get to ignore the question because I put the I would love to help you out in there. So they're like, oh my God, she wants to help me, right? All right, so right under that, I always respond with, have you watched the Join My Team highlight? You want to get straight to the point. Like I said before, I don't want to sit here and talk about your aunt, talk about your family problems, talk about whatever you talked about in the first one. You need to watch the Join My Team highlight because we're not going to sit here and waste each other's time, right? So if you do not have a Join My Team highlight, make a Join My Team highlight. I don't know, like, what you guys use for like what you send to prospects to understand like what the products and services are. But honestly, like, and I haven't checked it for a while. When I first got started with economy, like the economy opportunity video, it like the website looks really scammy. I'm not gonna lie. Like just to me, it does. So like, please just make your own highlight. It looks more professional. Use good lighting. It doesn't take very much time. You can literally copy mine. I reduced the 20-minute economy video down to like 3 minutes. It's very short. I put all of the pictures of the services, like the Emmanuel picture, the Athena picture. I put screenshots, all of that on there. So they're like, okay, this is actually legit and not just somebody like talking in front of a camera with nothing to offer, right? Because you still want to make it look legit, even if you're taking the video in your living room. Okay, so right after that, they were like, yes, I am. I'm in the US. I've seen so much about investing $500 and then growing at 2% a day compounding interest. I'm all for it, but I don't know where to put that initial $500 to grow 2% a day. Again, I'm not going to explain it. Okay. I was like, I got you. Have you watched the Join My Team highlight? He was like, I haven't. And here's where this comes in. Like, I'm a little, I don't know. I wouldn't say like aggressive or I don't know what you want to call it, but like at that point, you need to watch the highlight and then you can reach back to me. I'm not going to sit here and like find everybody that I've reached out to. Right. So usually I'll wait like 7 to like 24 hours and then I will respond with a thumbs up, because it's going to notify them and they're going to go back and be like, oh shit, I forgot to watch the Join My Team highlight. So if they were really interested, they would go back and watch the highlight and then they would come back. So he came back and he said, I'm interested in Elite Pro. I said, okay, amazing. Do you have 10 minutes now to hop on a call to get started? Or would you rather me just send you the link to get started? Here's the thing with that. And this is the one that I cut out. I used to hop on a call or at least offer a call to every single person. 50% of the people sign up just because like they just want you to send them the link and they sign up by themselves. And this is because our generation has a lot of anxiety. So once you offer them a call, they're going to be like, okay, this chick offered me a call. She's obviously legit, but I have anxiety and I don't really want to hop on a call with her. So they're just going to be like, send me the link. The other half are going to be like, yes, I want to hop on a call, which is fine. 10 minutes, guys. And this goes back to male versus female. When you hop on that call, you literally say, okay, I know that you watched the Join My Team highlight straight out the gate. What questions do you have for me? That's literally exactly how I answered the call. They ask me the questions and I stick to the questions that they ask. Please do not like go on a rampage because they don't care. They literally just want you to answer the questions that they have. Answer the questions. And then after what I say, because I don't really sign people up on calls, I have to sit there while they try to go find their credit card. Like, count me out. Okay. But what I say is, would you rather me send you the link on Instagram or would you rather me send you the link on Telegram? Because this isn't a, would you rather me, do you want the link? No, it's you're getting the link. It's either on Instagram or on Telegram. So you can tell me which one's more convenient for you. Okay, cool. So right after that, he was like, send me the link, please. I'm currently at work. I was like, sure. Here's the link to get started. Please do it as soon as possible. Once you register, send me a screenshot of your confirmation so that I can send you my number and guide you along the next steps. So at this point, he's like, okay, once I sign up, the chick's gonna send me her number. I literally sent him the link. He was like, wonderful. And then he sent me the screenshot down below. Super easy. And recently I actually cut out this. So once they say interested in Elite Pro, or they tell you what they're interested in, I literally say, amazing, here's the link to get started. And I put them in my primary folder. So for those of you that don't know, there are different folders in your DMs. You have like the request folder, you have the general folder, and you have the primary folder. These seconds that I send these people my link, immediately they go to the primary folder. And that way I know who has my link. I know who I have to check up on, etc. And I know for some of you, I think it's reverse. So you can just pick which folder you want and just make sure that once you send people the link that you put them in one folder or another so that you can go back and follow up with those people. Cool. All right, guys. This is another girl that I did that with. And she She's actually going to be one of my biggest builders. I just realized who this is, and it's so funny that I use a screenshot, but same thing, like literally the same thing. I was like, perfect, let's hop on a call. I called her, it didn't go through. Sometimes Instagram glitches. So I was like, yo, let me know if it didn't go through. We hopped on a call. I sent her my link and she literally enrolled. So freaking easy. All right. Okay. Extra things that I have on my boards. I'm almost done, guys. I think there's like one more slide after this. So anytime that you have somebody hit you up that is under the age of 18, a lot of times they are really close to the age of 17 or really close to the age of 18, but they're still 17. So with these people, you still want to give them value, because once they turn 18, they're going to be like, oh shit, like this girl wasn't just trying to sell me something, like she actually provided me with some type of value. So I created this list of books, and like, obviously you can create your own list, or you can use mine, doesn't matter. But I just say, anytime that they say I'm under the age of 18, in the first message, I'll literally respond and I'll be like, unfortunately, I only work with 18 plus, but I would love to drop you some value. Here's some amazing books to get you kickstarted. I send the books on to the next. That easy. All right. When people ask me what I do, I literally just say I help beginners create multiple sources of income in the financial markets, leveraging software. Sometimes they'll ask you what you do in the initial, like in their initial message. Oh God. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, in the initial message, they'll ask you what you do. I literally just slip it right in here. So it'll be like, hey, what do you do? Whatever. I'm like, hey, sorry, I'm just now finding the time to reach back. I help people leverage software in the financial markets. I would love to help you out. So you can literally just like copy and paste the boards and kind of mess around with it when it comes to that. Okay. All right. I think this is, all right, there's one more. Okay. So as far as skepticism goes, like guys, I keep it really real. Like, you either want it or you don't. Okay. So the one thing that I use for skepticism, this guy reached out to me. He's like, okay, it's not that I don't want to put in effort. I do. It's just that I have other commitments that I have to balance out. I'm like, that's fine, bro. Like, you do you. I'm not going to sit here and convince you. Obviously, like, you don't see the value in the products and services that are being offered. So all power to you. He was like, I apologize for the skepticism, but this seems almost too good to be true. So I respond with, I'm not the type of person to sit here and convince. All I know is that you resonated with me, and maybe it wasn't for you to join my team, but so that I can tell you that there are plenty of people in the trading space who can help you become successful in it. But I promise none of them are going to do it for you, and neither will I. Scared money don't make money, but listen to yourself first always. Okay. And he said, literally, he was like, I'd like to get started if you would have me. Like, bro, beg me, come on. Okay. And then he was like, you know, whatever. Thank you. I sent him my link. He signed up. Guys, just be real. Like, people can smell your energy. Back to the beginning. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. All right. And then the other one, and this is the video that I made. It has more views now. But the exact formula, guys, I broke down the broker that is necessary for literally every single location. I actually spelled it out on the video just because I wanted to waste a little more time. I went over MetaTrader 4. I talked about TradingView. I talked about the indicators that I use, etc. And literally so many good comments came from this video. And I know that the 10-minute feature is no longer offered. So if you can split this into multiple parts, do it. And like put fluff in between. So post the part 1. Don't post them in order, because when people go to your page, they're going to be like, okay, part 1, part 2, part 3. No, you want people to follow you and actually wait for part 2 to come out. So post part 1, let them know that that's a part 1, post a little fluff in the middle. Like, I don't care what you post part 2, post a little fluff in the middle, post part 3. Okay. And then when people tell me like, oh, I don't have money, I'm just like, well, first of all, I'm like, okay, go sell some shit on Facebook Marketplace. Like, come on. And the second thing I say is watch my pin TikTok. It will give you all the information you need based on your location. After they watch that, they're like, okay, this chick gave me some value. They'll go save the money and they come back. Cool. All right, guys. That is all for me. Sorry, that was an hour training. I went 35 minutes, but we smashed it. I wanted to make sure that you guys got all of the information from me. So thank you guys for having me. I can't wait to see you guys on my For You page.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Guys, can we light up the chat box? Because that was a lot of value, man. That was a lot of value. That type of training, again, is definitely something that you're gonna have to watch, and not just once, but a few times. So we definitely appreciate you coming on and giving value again. And guys, look, I think after that training, I think every single person on this call, definitely should be coming Cancun. Like, yeah, I'm gonna mention it one more time, but everyone on this call after that, right, should definitely be coming Cancun. Now, look, I've personally got a lot of value from many people within the organization, and I know what you guys are gonna think. Oh, you're an icon, your Instagram page, you got a lot of followers, but trust me, I was struggling. Like me as an icon, I was struggling to sign people up. I didn't know how to use TikTok, right? I had no idea. Now, it's a bit of a different story, right? It's a bit of a different story. Literally, just on this call, guys, just on this call, and if you think I'm capping, look at the time. I literally just got 2 signups on this call whilst on a call, literally. And I was honestly struggling to get signups, honestly struggling. So look, implement what these ladies are saying. I promise you, I've been following the last couple of weeks and boom, like signups every single day. It's crazy. I can't even believe it, right? So definitely implement what these ladies are telling you. It works. It works for guys as well, for the guys on the call that think it's only girls that can pop off on TikTok. It works for guys as well, right? So definitely implement what they're telling you. So before we go, guys, I just want to, for those that didn't hop on in the beginning, I just want to play this one more time because it does give me goosebumps. So for those that weren't here in the beginning of the call, we're going to play this one more time.
Me, I don't settle, just pedal the metal. Then look in my eye like I'm about to fly, my enemies tremble. So get out of my way now, I'm taking the weight down, I'm shaking the whole ground, a whole nother level. Oh, I don't know about you.
All right, guys. So one more time, just one more time, I promise. One more time. Drop a 1 in the chat box if you are coming to Cancun in September. Light up the chat box with a 1 if you're coming with us to Cancun in September. All right, there we go. So look, again, we appreciate you so much, Leona and Cristina, for doing this. You guys didn't have to. This is literally like free value. Most of, the organizers, this is like an open call. So it's not like they're benefiting directly from this, but just off the kindness of their own heart, they wanted to add value for the whole organization. So we appreciate you so much for delivering this. And again, I will share this with all the icons, probably all the 5Ks. So if you want the recording, make sure you contact your 5K and above, and they should have it. I'll post it in a group today. So God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in Cancun. Take care.